Off and racing. So this is race 2. It's the 4yo Geldings Maiden, kindly sponsored by Tattersalls, Ireland. The 12 runners leave the starting area and make their way to the first of the fences. And as they come along to number 1, Boy of Montego Bay is up there. One who's already out of the contest before the first fence is Leroy Dev, pulled up on the run to the first. So coming to number 2, and as they take the second, it is Paddy's Diamond and Brian Dunleavy who's out there in the lead from Boy of Montego Bay, and Matt Gahan in second. They lead up by 4 lengths or so to in the third position. That's the 25, which is Libertarian Charm. And then you've got back in 4th place Robin's Jet, the inch runner-up. After that one then, down along the inside is Indulto Rouge. Also towards mid-division at the moment there is Scotty Joe. So as they stream out over the 4th of the fences in this line, at the back of the field at the moment are Hip Hop Harry, and also towards the rear is Cool Eagle. But back at the business end as they move on the way to the 5th of the 12 fences, and it's Paddy's Diamond by 3 parts of a length. In second place is Boy of Montego Bay. They lead up then by 2.5 lengths to in third place is Indulto Rouge, who in turn is 3 lengths ahead of Robin's Jet, and then a break to the main body of the field, which are led by Libertarian Charm. After that one on the inside is Skeeter Rock, who'll take this fence at about 6th place, and then Hip Hop Harry. Also towards midfield is Georgia Street, the Timmy Hyde runner in this race. Behind that one then, Final Prospect is at the tail of midfield, and the one who's a little bit attached at the rear through the first mile of the contest is Cool Eagle. So just the one out, that was Leroy Dev, who disappeared before number 1 fence. But the 11 remaining runners are all trading down the back straight, and they are being led by Boy of Montego Bay and Paddy's Diamond. They're being followed in 3rd place by Indulto Rouge. 4th is Robin's Jet, and then back in 5th, about 10 lengths down, is Libertarian Charm. Next up after that one, the likes of Georgia Street is in midfield with Hip Hop Harry. So they wind their way around the home bend, and after a lap of the track, the field at the moment are headed by Boy of Montego Bay. Boy of Montego Bay is in front. 2nd place, Paddy's Diamond, the Dennis Murphy trained runner. 3rd position with the white faces in Indulto Rouge. And then in 4th is Skeeter Rock. So as they make their way to the first of these 4 fences on the home straight line, and Boy of Montego Bay from Paddy's Diamond in 2nd. In the red jacket, improving on the inside there, getting closer, Harley on the board, Hip Hop Harry. In a share of 3rd position is Indulto Rouge. So at the fence last next time around, and the order as they come past the winning post with a lap to go, Boy of Montego Bay is 2 in front. In 2nd place is Paddy's Diamond. Indulto Rouge is in 3rd. 4th place then is Robin's Jet, just ahead of Hip Hop Harry. And then in the 2-tone stripes is Scotty Joe for Alan O'Sullivan in 6th place. Further back then to Georgia Street, who's just been niggled towards midfield, and that one's inside. Then sits Libertarian Charm. Also towards the back of midfield as they take this next place fence, and losing its place is Skeeter Rock. Still towards the tail end of the field, the back marker remains to be Cool Eagle. So about 15 lengths between Cool Eagle at the back and the horse who leads him into the back straight for the final time, which is Boy of Montego Bay. So 3 to jump and about 7 furlongs to cover. Boy of Montego Bay in front. Coming through into 2nd is Indulto Rouge in the hands of Jack Hendricks. 3rd position, Brian Dunleavy aboard Paddy's Diamond. A break of 5 lengths to Robin's Jet, who comes to this fence in the 4th position. Took off early, got away with the Robin's Jet. 5th, and now being punched along, Alan O'Sullivan's mount, Scotty Joe. And further back then to find Georgia Street and Libertarian Charm, who've been asked for their effort, but they've got 15 lengths to make up, and 3 have gone on, and those 3, as they just are out of view for the moment, are Indulto Rouge, who's coming up to challenge with Boy of Montego Bay. Still with them is Paddy's Diamond, and then a few lengths back to Hip Hop Harry and Robin's Jet. That was the order when they disappeared. Soon they'll be back into our view on the home bend, and they'll have about half a mile and a little bit more left to run. So as they are about to appear on the bend, We see Indulto Rouge has gone on with Paddy's Diamond. Boy of Montego Bay is weakening as Robin Jet goes into third. Trying to stay on in behind is Scotty Joe, but the two fighting it out are Paddy's Diamond, who's a length down on Indulto Rouge as they turn in. So Indulto Rouge, Jack Hendrick from Brian Dunleavy and Paddy's Diamond, 2 or 3 lengths to Robin's Jet and Scotty Joe. And then fading away out of it is Boy of Montego Bay. Here they head for home, and as they come across the pathway and face into the second last, it is the chestnut with the white face, Indulto Rouge, over the, and over the fence and clear. Staying on from the back of the field into second now is Skeeter Rock, but as they come to the last, it's going to be a win for the Monbegs as Indulto Rouge has gone clear. This one for the Cormac Dial team, winning very easily and really rattling off the ground today. Impressive was the chestnut Indulto Rouge. Second home in the end went to Skeeter Rock. Third, Georgia Street. He was under pressure from a long way out, but kept going. Fourth after these, not much between Robin's Jet and Scotty Joe. Also completing was Boy of Montego Bay and Paddy's Diamond, and also finishing was Cool Eagle.
The result of the second race, the maiden race for 4-year-old Geldings, it finished 16, 54, 36 and 53. Once again, it finished 16, 54, 36 and 53. The distances for the second race were 18 lengths, 8 lengths, and 8 lengths again. That's 18 lengths, 8 lengths, and 8. Our third race of the day is the maiden race for 5-year-old Geldings, sponsored by Goff's Spring Sale. Please get your race card ready and we'll run through the runners and riders. Number 3, Mr. H.D. Dunn. Number 4, Miss C.J. Butler, claiming 5. Over the page. Number 8,